Well, no matter what you hear coming out of Washington, D.C., President Trump is going to give out $18,767 average to everybody in America. Why? Because he's trying to make big headlines and trying to change the system, and I guess we all understand that. But there's so much baked into the system that he can't change, and that's 90 to 99% of it. Yep. And so that's why don't believe everything's gone. And why it's not gone? Because we have a society that decided that we want to help each other. And I think that's what a community is, where people help each other. And because we're so big and everything, the way we do it is have other people, like churches that help each other, and government help each other, and nonprofit organizations. This is how a society lives. So this part of our society, which is very important to us, is capitalism. And that's where people help each other, but they charge money. So 60% of everything in our country is capitalism. But there's the other part that's, I think, more important to humanity, is people helping people. And that's what the government does, nonprofit organizations, and that's what we build up for 200-300 years, whatever the heck it is now, that we have as part of our country. And that represents 40% of everything in our country is people helping people. And they do it for free. They give money for free because we need, in a capitalist society, you need money to able to survive. So if you can't pay for food or rent or pay for education to get a better job and things like that, we do that as a society. So that's the loving part. I mean, see, what I see is that America loves America. And that's why they have these programs to help you do the important things to survive and get out of financial trouble, so you're not out on the street, and you get a good education and health care and things like that, so that we help each other, because everybody is not the same, and some need help and some don't. So we have these systems that have been built up all these years, and you can't just pull the rug out of everything. That's why it's there, and that's why you can't stop getting help if you need it. Now, it may be a little more difficult because he's a smart guy, so he figured out if he gets rid of the people that you have to call to find out about the programs, then they won't apply, and they won't get money. And I don't know if that's right or wrong, and that's debatable, and I'm sure we're debating about that a lot now. But the more important thing is that the government programs are there. They're there to help you problems, and it's not, you call them what you want, but they're really to help each other. And that's what we do, living in a society together. We don't let your house, if it's on fire, burn to the ground unless you have a lot of money and able to pay for the fireman. No, the fireman comes out and saves your house because we're living together in a community. And that's what's neat about it. Now, I put together 3 programs that nobody knows that they're there. And that's the problem. See, you know how to spend money because Google tells you that. They spend billions, trillions of dollars telling you and educating you about how to spend your money to solve your problems. But that's 60%. But there's 40% of our economy that solves your problems for free, but they don't advertise, so you can't find them. So let me tell you a few here. Here's, let's see why I don't get the, let's see, where is it? Oh, come on. Oh, I see. I forgot to do that. Okay, here. I don't know if you realize this, but the government has 600,000, that's right, 600,000 grants available and free services. So part of this 40%, this is not all of it, but there's 600,000 grants, and they're easy to find. You don't need me. You don't have to pay money to me. You go to findhelp.org, and you put in your zip code, and you'll find 3,000 or 4,000 programs right in your zip code. They're there. They're like the church helping you. But no, this is the government, okay? Because a lot of us don't belong to churches, right? Very fewer and fewer. So we've decided this is a way to do it. Now, you may not be happy with the way it is, but that's the way it is. So if you need help, it's there. That's the important thing. People in this country want to share their love, and they do that by helping people with money or free services or whatever. They don't do it personally because we're all busy making a life ourselves. But we invest in things like the government and nonprofit organizations so people get the help they need. Why? Because we all love each other, or we try. I guess that's the real thing. We try, we want to, and we know that's good, right? So that's one of them, and it shows you how to use that. This is a little short video, and all these 3 videos are very short. So take a look at that, and you see how to use it to solve anything, whether you want to pay your rent or fix up your home or pay for daycare, anything you want. Okay, here's another one. That is really good, is forgiving taxes, right? Now, if you owed money to Chase Bank or something like that, you think they're going to forgive that? No, they're going to take your ass to court and sue the pants off you, right? And that's why your community is nicer. See, they have love in their heart for people. They're not having to please shareholders or go to jail. Yeah, so they have love in their heart. So the IRS has programs that will help you forgive your taxes that you owe. That's right, that's real. You don't have to hire a lawyer to do it. It's all free, and I show you how to do that there. Now that's pretty cool, I think. Okay, here's another one. Get $125,000 to build a small apartment in your backyard. We have a housing program that is just incredible that we can't solve. So the government is doing this. Is local places they're doing. So it depends on your city and state. They'll give you this so you could build a little house in your backyard and rent it out, or just maybe for grandma to live in, or whatever you want. So they're the kind of sources that are out there. And this is what I'm trying to teach people at letsgohelp.com. We have now 15,000 people that help each other find out about programs like this and show how the government does love you. You know, they show it in a weird way sometimes, but so do our loved ones. So you got to put up with it. But that's what it's there for, and it doesn't cost you a penny. Well, we charge $20, but we also give out grants up to $50,000 every month just to members. Well, I bet you didn't know there's 600,000. That's right, 600,000 ways that the government shows you they love you. You don't know about that because they're not in Google. These are 600,000 grants that are given out to people to help pay their living expenses, go to school or get a job or anything. This is how the government shows you that there are nice people, your neighbors have shipped in together to give money so you could get out of financial trouble. That's right. It's all free. You don't believe me? Go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. There's programs there for everything. We all do this as a community living in America. We chip in this money to solve people's problems so they don't hurt. Now, people like Elon Musk knows how to use this because he's gotten $38 billion. So why don't you get $10,000 to get new windows or pay your back rent or fix up your house? It's all there. Let's go help. Findhelp.org. Well, did you know the government loves you? That's right. Well, you never think about it. You hate the government because you don't use it. The fat cats do it because the government gives the fat cats money, but they give you money too. Like if you can't pay taxpayers, you can't pay your back taxes, well, go to the irs.gov and look for a taxpayer advocate. And there's another keyword you want to look. Offer in compromise. That's where those programs, where you don't even have to pay up to maybe only 10% of what you owe the government. Yeah, you think Chase will do that or Wells Fargo let you pay only 10% of what you know? But the government does because this is people. It's people helping people. These are your neighbors and everybody else contributing to these programs so they can help people in America. That's right. The government loves us. Google doesn't love us. Google loves your money. Everybody at Google wants to get your money. If you go to the government or nonprofit organizations, they want to give you money. Here's where to get 500 programs like this. Go to tinyurl.com/letsgo500. tinyurl.com/letsgo500. I put 100 programs together like this for your state. I got them for every state. Download now. They love you. I bet you didn't know you get $125,000 to build a little apartment in your backyard. Right. They're called like granny flats or an extra apartment that you could make money because we're running out of
Thank you. Because we're running out of space and running out of houses, so we're letting people build an extra house where they live. Thank you. And you get government money to do that. Now, how do you find programs like this where you live? Actually, even programs to buy a normal house or to fix up a normal house or to pay for your rent or mortgage. I put up a free website. Actually, it's a report that you could download right now, and it shows you 500 programs like this in your state. If you go to tiny, TINY, URL.com/Lesko, LESKO, 500. tinyurl.com/Lesko, LESKO, 500. Download that report. It's for every state. 500 free programs. This is how the government loves you. They give you money to do anything you want, but you got to know where it is. It's not in Google.